Hello there. Successful entrepreneurs share many things in common, some of which include skill sets that allow them to profitably manage and grow their businesses. In this video, I will share with you 3 critical skill sets that I have learned are essential for business owners to develop in order to achieve success. I will be right back. Welcome back. My name is Raymond Huan, and if you are interested in business, or you own your own business, or you're just looking for tips and tricks on how to run a business better, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button right now. I have worked with businesses across a range of industries, and what I have noticed that in the more successful businesses whom I've met, the business owners themselves have mastered a range of skill sets and applied them to their business. This in turn has laid the foundation of their business success. Let me share with you 3 of them right now. Strategic thinking is understanding what to do and how to take advantage of the opportunities you come across, or even how to create opportunities for your business growth. Howard Schultz is an example of a strategic thinker. He is responsible for transforming Starbucks from a small business selling roasted gourmet coffee into the powerhouse of coffee chains that is known today. A visit to Italy resulted in Schwartz's vision for creating coffee bars in the United States that mimic the Italian coffee culture. He believed that an appealing ambiance coupled with a top-notch customer service would boost coffee sales. So he trained his baristas not on how to do and brew that perfect cup, but also on how to engage with the customers that come across the table. The strategic question is, how can you package your product in a way that is different to the competition and that your customers would want? That is how Starbucks did it with their coffee. You can do for yourself as well. Let's move on to the next point. Your ability to communicate with people accurately and in a way that your audience can understand and identify with is a key skill that you will need to master as a business owner. The people whom you communicate with, be it your team or your customers, will become more receptive towards you and what you have to say if they can identify with what you say. Steve Jobs is a famous public speaker who leveraged on this skill to develop Apple into one of the most, if not the most valuable brand in the world. Jobs knew how to captivate his audience, and whether he led a meeting or introduced a new gadget in a conference, he focused on one idea at a time and he presented it in such a way that his audience could identify with. The following is a short excerpt of presentations that Jobs made in 2007. Let's take a look at how Steve Jobs presented the iPhone.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. 3 things: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it iPhone.
Jobs was an empathetic communicator. When he was selling the idea of the iPhone to an audience who has never heard of such technology, he didn't talk about the internal features, he didn't use technical jargon. What he did was he used simple, everyday language to explain how that product can make their life better for everyone, so that they will want to buy it. He wanted his customers to be able to relate to the product and to want them rather than be intimidated by them. So the question for you is, how can you improve your communication in such a way that your team or your customers can better identify with you and your product, and as a result want it because they can apply it to their lives? ability to learn from past mistakes. Your ability to learn from past mistakes will determine how much your business will be successful in the future. Jeff Bezos famously said, "I've made $1 billion of failures at Amazon.com. And for every successful Amazon product, such as the Kindle and Amazon Prime service, there have been failed innovations such as Amazon's smartphone, Fire. His failures, however, have not stopped him from finding and creating and innovating within the Amazon family." He is also known to welcome failure into his organization. For example, Bezos hired former executives of Webvan, the failed online grocery delivery service from the first .com era, to launch Amazon's own grocery delivery service, Amazon Fresh. What is important is not what you do after these failed experiments. Failure teaches you about what does not work, what customers do not like, or what the market does not respond to, and the strategies that don't get results. It is what you do with that, because failure can set you up for success. That is, if you have learned your lesson well. So the key question to bring across this is, what do you do with the failures that you have experienced in your business, and how do you learn from it and apply it differently and try something different so that your business can succeed and not make the same mistakes over and over again? If you're interested to know more about what a business has to go through when facing exponential growth, you can download the first chapter of my book, 20K to 2 million in 2 years, absolutely free right now. The chapter talks about the differences between a good and a great business and puts out questions that make you consider on how you can run your business more effectively and turn it from good to great. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch up with you again next time.